Hello, and thank you for checking out this YouTube video. I'm Candy, and this is me playing the demo of the Spill the Beans game. If you don't know what Spill the Beans is, Spill the Beans is a visual novel. It's a whodunit, but here's the twist. You've done it. That's right. You have committed a crime. How dare you? But just because you've committed a crime doesn't mean you can take the fall for it. No, 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 no. You can't take the fall. You now have to put the blame on somebody else. It comes with a great cast of characters. It comes with some really great art. And I just think it's a fun twist on the whodunit model. So stick with me and let's check out the Spill the Beans demo. And if you're interested in the game, well, consider wishlisting it on Steam. You can now wishlist it on Steam, and you can play the demo starting June 10th. So check it out. And here's my little playthrough with, a little bit of bad acting, a little bit of bad voice acting. But check it out. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by, and make sure you wishlist the game. All right, past me on a Twitch VOD. Take it away. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I didn't start with it open yet because there was something that came up that I thought was really cool that I want to make sure that the developers get credit for. So I'm going to launch it now. I hope it plays again because I thought this was a nice touch.
Press V to enable text-to-speech and self-voicing mode.
Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but there is text V for text to speech. I give them a lot of credit for making sure that they put that in. Making sure that they do text to speech, self-voicing. Good for them. And I'm glad that it tells you like right up on the bat. Right on the bat. But here we go. So here are some content warnings. Keep in mind this is just a demo. It's just a demo. It could be updated for the full game, but there's going to be some implied drug use, some crude language, which is not surprising for this channel. Not surprising for this channel. So here we go. Spill the beans. Spill the beans. I'll check that one out. Yeah, I'll check that one out. So we have a new game. Load game. I haven't played it yet, so there's nothing for me to load. We're going to make sure that the text speed is fast. I always love faster text speed.
Self-voicing enabled. Self-voicing text-to-speech, text-to-speech, text-to-speech selected.
Turn that off. Let's see. Censor swearing? No, we're not worried about that. We're not worried about that. We're okay with a little bit of foul language. That's okay. If you're on this channel and you're not okay with foul language, I don't know how you got here. I don't know how you got here. So we're going to do full. Do that. We'll do that. You can change the font. Oh, God. Okay, wait. Okay, but that's actually kind of cool. So we have one font here, then open dyslexic. And my guess is that this is for people who have dyslexia to make it easier to read. So that is a great addition. That's a great addition. We're going to keep it with the default unless anybody has any concerns with this, but I'm going to keep it with default because I think that's fine. No, I don't want high contrast. Oh, okay. So really make it easier to read. We don't need image description, so we'll be okay with that. So let's settings. These are things that we haven't seen yet, and then these are going to be things that are not available in the demo. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so let's save. Let's save our settings. But I do like that. I do appreciate that they've put that in. I do appreciate that they have put that in. So, no, I'll leave it. I'm like, am I gonna leave it? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Oh shit! I hit quit instead of return. Okay, don't be me though. Don't be me. Hit the right buttons. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So let's jump into it. Let's start the game.
Self-voicing enabled. You've done it. Against all odds, you've managed to pull off the heist. Your shaking, outstretched hands grab the cafe's secret recipe.
Alright, so that's what it'll sound like if you keep the V on. We're gonna do some reading. I can't allow you to do that, Dave. calm down, King. Calm down. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing. I'm gonna attempt another round of voicing. We're gonna attempt another round. It's fine. No, Yada. At this point, we no longer count them as an indie developer. As its power pulses through your body, your heart aches, your breath flutters, mere echoes of what was taken from you, what will soon be yours again. But at this crucial moment, you can't help but think of other people in this cafe, the ones you're about to drag into a complicated criminal mess. You can only blame the scroll's influence for such inconvenient sympathies. If they were in your position, they'd do the same, wouldn't they? They'd know that after everything you'd been through, this was the only option left. Okay, but I kind of like this music. I'm digging it. Okay. People say that Artifice County is the most magical place there is. Yes, Artifice, where 100 years ago the world of spirits cracked the earth and spilled over into ours. But now, those spirits work 9 to 5s. Ooh, I am so sorry for those spirits. Arcane power fuels cars and charges phones. This county, once the cradle of magic, has become mundane as any other. Oof. And an unmagical human like yourself? Oh, that's me. Oh, okay. Among shape-shifting sirens, carbon fiber constructs, and wizards? You're exceptional. Exceptionally dull. And exceptionally underestimated. Okay. No matter how much you try to fit in, to love this place and all its wonders, it never reciprocated. All it did was take. All it left you with was emptiness. So why not take something back? Steal everything the county denied from you. Fill that gnawing emptiness, then leave it behind forever. Luckily, you know what you need, and exactly where to find it. The Familiar, a downtown cafe noteworthy for its secret recipe locked in a tight back room. And conveniently enough, they're hiring! So desperately that they aren't asking for experience or background checks. All that's left is to put together an application. Not that anything you say on it really matters. It rarely does. Okay, so this is where we get to make us. Okay. Forename. Candy, that's me. That's me. We'll give ourselves a little bit of a tan. What color hair? What color hair? Let's see. What color hair should we go with? Do we have... Can I get... Let's see. Cotton candy. Well, I can't get cotton candy hair here, okay? And we can get purple. We can get pink. We can get pink. I can't do... Listen, I can't do my trademark candy cane hair here, okay? I'm sorry. It's just one. Here, we'll do this one. We can... Let me see how reddish we can get it. This is interview mode candy. I mean, I don't think we're going to get red like candy cane red, so this is probably as good as it's going to get. Which I know looks a little more orange-esque, but I feel like the reds are really dark. There's not really a red. So, yeah, I mean, maybe this. I mean, I know that's more like a purple. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I am a disciplined worker who loves social interaction. All right, hold on. I'm a hard worker who loves social interaction. My soft skills include being a good listener. Gonna be... Oh, these are like gonna be my stats? Hold on. I'm gonna say great communicator. Gonna say expert articulator. Despite what it seems like on stream, I am great during presentations, friends. I am great in professional educations. Professional speaking. I'm gonna say... mind-boggling understander? Surprisingly okay snack fetcher. That's me. That's me. Do we go with cask or do we go with bomb? No, we're gonna go with bomb. Sorry, King. Okay. Okay. Alright, how do people see you? Try to be honest. My name is Candy Bomb. Oh, her? She's always sitting by herself. Her face is hard to read, but that smile of hers is unique. She sure... Do you want me to put cask? Is that what you want, King? Do you want me to put cask? Is this what you need from me right now? Is this what you need? You tell me. Do you... Wow, he came in aggressive with the all caps. With the all caps? Fine, King. Why can't I... For a second, I thought it wasn't gonna let me. Whoops. There. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Is this what you needed? Okay. Well, that's what you get. A few days later, you're face to face with the familiar. Hi, King! How you doing? While its neighbors are all dust and drywall, its facade seems unbroken, even if the varnish is peeling at the edges. For a moment, nothing. Then you spot a silhouette in the window, who flicks its neon sign to open before waving you over. You cross the street, repeating the details of your plan. You need to get in, get out, and for the smoothest getaway possible, try to find someone else to take the blame. But can you really do all those things without running into any complications? How you doing today? Good evening? I'm pretty sure it's like late evening for you. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99% sure. Alright, we are demoing Spill the Beans, and we are gonna see, can I commit a crime and blame somebody else for it and get away with it? That's a 3-step plan, and I don't know how good all the 3 steps are. Yeah, they will, Yada. They will. Yada knows what time it is, so it's late. It's late. That's okay. Welcome on in. Feel free to hang out until you need sleeps. I appreciate you coming in from the other side of the world. Appreciate that. Depends. Cafe laid bare before you is almost indistinguishable from the scant images you found online. Mismatched chairs and royalty-free wall art. Why did I say wall art? Well kept but worn down. You don't get long to take it all in. A construct towering over 2 meters tall stops wiping down the counter and turns to greet you. It's a construct! Look at this! Look at this golem! Look at him! Look at this little golem! Look at him, golem. I don't know why I said golem. Golem. Look at him! He's cute! He's a cutie! It's a cutie! They're a cutie? I don't know. I guess we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Ah, you must be Candy. Great to finally meet you. Sorry, terribly rude of me not to meet you at the door. Oh, as she. Okay. As she strides over, you realize how old her vessel must be to have no limbs or decals. Just worn gray stone, floundering moss, and the tiny bluebird nestled on her shoulder. I'm Sloan, from the emails. Lovely to have you on board. Did you get here all right? I saw your address was uptown, and I know we are a wee bit out of the way. Before you get a chance to reply, she's already yanked you into a crushing 2-handed shake. Oh my god. 2 hands? Girl, you look strong. I'm probably weak. 1 hand. 1 hand. For a moment, you worry that she might have pulled your arm from its socket. Actually, I shouldn't get chatting just yet. Today's schedule is pretty packed with your induction, and I barely found time to fix breakfast for Adam. Oh, hang on. This is Adam. Adam, say hello to Candy. She's your new coworker, so be polite. Adam's usually my only company out front, so it'll be nice to have you too. I mean, I love this job. I really do. But after 6 years of working the floor by myself, starting at 5 every day, not that you have to come in that early, of course. We're only meant to start at 8, but it pays off. It does. As Sloan trails off, you have a chance to put your plan into motion. You spent a long time figuring out other people's so-called feelings and just how easy they are to manipulate. If someone's in a good mood, they'll probably think better of you and suspect you less. Then again, if you make someone upset, they might make an easier scapegoat under pressure. But what's best for Sloan? Better make that first impression count. Candy? Oh, I've worried you with that 5 a.m. thing, haven't I? Just want to stress that you don't have to do that. Honest. We're gonna say... We're gonna be on her good side. I feel like being on Sloane's good side is the way to go here. Oh, that's sweet of you. I try to bring out the best of the old familiar. Good to know people actually notice. The lights flicker overhead before Sloane can finish her sentence. Oh, sorry. I thought that was fixed. Should call the electromancer once I get a free moment. Anyway, pack schedule. I've got pastries in the oven, then a delivery after. Come on, let's get you in uniform. And if we're quick, I can show you how a recipe works before any customers arrive. Protect Sloane? Well, I mean, maybe we won't make Sloane the person that we try to pin this crime on. But, you know, someone's got to take the fall, and it's not us. Someone's going to take the fall. It's not going to be us. Sloane strides through the doorway behind the counter, beckoning you into the kitchen beyond. It takes 3 steps to match just one of hers. It is crime. So we are going to steal the recipe from here and try to pin the blame on somebody else. That's the way this game works. You do the crime, but you have to pin it on somebody else and get away with it. This is just the demo, so it's not going to be the full thing, but this is also going to have many different endings so that you can, even whatever ending, like when I play it on stream, when I play the full game on stream, even the endings like will be different. So I may get one ending. I'm not going to do like a completionist run on stream. I'm going to get the one ending and then hope that everybody else gets the game so they can get whatever ending they choose. But this is just the demo, so you get a feel for the game, characters, and the playstyle and the art. The kitchen, built from cool metal and right angles, is warm with the smell of apricots. I don't know if they have I don't think we have a plankton. We do have a skeleton, a siren, we've got a vampire, I believe, we've got a cat, and we've got Sloane, the golem. Oh my god, I can't speak. I think I've heard people pronounce it both ways, so I'm just gonna go with both. You breathe it in while Sloane roots through a nearby cabinet before suddenly sighing. I'll say this now. Sorry about the fit. She hands you an apron like her own. Exactly like her own. Actually, it's far too big with you. It's bound to slow you down and make you look utterly ridiculous. Your one should be here tomorrow. I hope this is alright in the meantime. Oh, King said both are valid ways to say cool. Take the apron. You're here to play the part. Can I skip the uniform? No, we're gonna say yes. Sloane is very dedicated to this job, and we want to show that we're just as dedicated to get on Sloane's good side. I think the golem pronunciation is Hebrew. Maybe? I don't know. Great. How are you gonna steal the recipe wearing this? Don't worry, I got a plan. Thanks a million, Candy. Glad you're seeing the upside. Here's your name tag, too. As you wrap yourself in the oversized apron and pin your name tag, Sloane smiles. It's a small, sad smile that weighs down her whole face. Look, I'm not sure everything you've heard about this place has been grand, but once you put in a little elbow grease, she really shines. And I've got a lot of elbow grease. I just wanted to say that you wouldn't be here if I didn't think you had the same drive. Your application told me that much. Although, what was that phrase you used? Surprisingly okay snack fetcher? I know these roles can be challenging, but I hope you didn't think we treat you like that. But at the end of the day, those are just words. Your experience really settled in. I mean, it must have been quite a privilege to work for... Then the phone rings. Ah, pastries! Why don't you pop into the office while I grab these? Fred, your manager, I should say, ought to be ready. Big gray door on the right. Best of luck! You take 6 steps towards the office, a hiss of heat escaping the oven behind you. Beyond lies Fred, the owner, the one from the newspaper, the one whose recipe you're here for. You open the door, but no one greets you. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the colossal metal safe that occupies a quarter of the room, just a few steps away. Blame Fred. Fred is the cat. You do want me to blame the cat. You knew the recipe was protected, but not like this. The safe looks like it was taken from the set of a heist movie. It should be locking up gold bars instead of... What? A recipe for coffee? But as you run a hand across its surface, wondering just how you're going to crack it open, there's a rustle nearby. You snap upright with a bolt of unbidden adrenaline. Like a dragon emerging from its hoard, a tiny, gold-eyed tuxedo cat rouses from a bed on top of the safe. He blinks, stickily, then suddenly glares at you, fur on end, eyes aglow. No, King. No, I don't. I say tuxedo cat. Look at this tuxedo cat. Look at him. Look at him with a little tie. Where's Leo? Put Leo in this little outfit. Give Leo a little tie. Ooh. Oh, he definitely more pissy than Leo. He definitely more pissy than Leo. Don't touch my shit! He spits the words at you like darts, crackling through his panicked eyes. The air in the room starts getting heavier, as if brewing into a thundercloud. Who sent you? If you think you're gonna best me in my own domain, then... Wait, you're the new hire, aren't you? Quick as a power cut, the light blinks out and the pressure lifts with it. The cat sighs, leaping smoothly from safe to the desk. Sorry, that was unprofessional of me. I'm Fred. Welcome to the familiar. Good to have you on board. Well, given the terrifying magic and the talking, he's not a cat. He's a demon bound to the form of a beast. A familiar, in other words. That's the last time I'm pulling an all-nighter on admin. You're lucky to still be young, human, because after the 1st century, things get... ahem. Sloan wanted you onboarded, right? We have one main rule. Do everything you can to show the economist types this place isn't a bad idea. More than safety drills, we need drive and spite. So that's what I expect from you. Are we clear? Did you even expect I'd be here today? Or crystal clear? We're gonna go with, did you expect I'd even be here today? Of course I did! I was up all night doing your paperwork. Not my fault the county wants to know every little thing, down to tax codes and full legal names. But I did it anyway, because of you. We aren't a happy little family here, we're just hard workers. This isn't gonna work if you aren't prepared to work just as hard as me and Sloan. As if on cue, Sloan enters the office, a kettle of boiling water in one hand and a packet of coffee in the other. She starts mixing the two on Fred's desk. Morning, Fred. Everything all right in here? Thought I heard a bit of shouting. Oh, you heard that, huh? Walls are thinner than I thought. I've just been given... He squints at the name tag. Given Candy the lowdown on the familiar. Our history, what we do, all the good stuff. Sloan gazes at Fred, tracing the tiredness in his eyes. Her smile dims a little. Oh, that's nice. I can join you now if you'd like. We can go over the finer details together. This cat, I think you're on the right track, Kaylee. I think this cat might have to take the fall this time around. It might have to happen. If you've got time, by all means. With firm movement, Sloan puts down the kettle and closes the door. Fred eyes lock your name tag as he reads it under his breath. So, Candy, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. We're open 8 to 5 most days, but your shift goes 30 minutes longer for closing. King knew exactly what I was going for. Anything after that is overtime. I can give you the forms. Aprons go on the hooks in the kitchen. If anything gets spilled on it, don't be afraid to excuse yourself and replace it as soon as you can. Oh, and if you are gonna excuse yourself... And it goes on and on. Sloan and Fred don't speak to you as two different people, but as two halves of one business. Efficient, organized, and trusting one another as best they can. That should be most of it. I'll be with you at the counter for your training, so don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Oh, excuse me, Dave! Hey, Sloan, just unloading the van out back, so there's your heads up. Thanks, Dave. I'll be right there. I should be off. Need to give my signature for the deliveries. Thanks again, Fred. Oh, Candy, before you join her, I'm sure you've heard about our recipe. God knows it's all the newspapers ever cared about. I can't. I don't know what I was doing before. I don't think I can keep up that voice that is tickling the back of my throat. I don't think I can do that. But it's not so much a set of instructions as it is, well, I won't get too arcane with you. It's more of a background thing. Like the internet. You use that, right? Point being, even if you don't see it, it'll still be working its magic back here. In a drill-proof, bomb-proof 6-gauge safe, which only me and Sloan can open. Also, I cursed it. Okay. We're not gonna make him suspicious of Sloan. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna say So it's protected against teleport-based attacks too, of course. Well, sometimes I need to summon something from inside without opening the door, so... But I guess someone else could... I'll double check, it's not a problem. But not because of you. This is my field, alright? He looks back at the vault as if checking is still there. Can never be too careful with these things, especially in this economy. I mean, wasn't it just last week that Raphael Hendricks wrote off his beauty store chain? It's inspirational how these CEOs act. Whoa. Expanding isn't easy. I mean, ideally we'd have an accountant, a consultant, another chef, but we've got you, so I hope you take your responsibilities seriously. Especially with our regulars. You'll meet him soon enough. You should catch up with Sloan. Anything you need, I'll be back here going over these papers. As you leave the office, Fred paws a single sheet of paper with the files on his desk. Even upside down, you recognize it as your CV. Not a moment after you enter the kitchen, someone waves at you from the back door. In the doorway next to Sloan is... I wonder if we can blame it on Dave. Can we blame it on Dave? Say, you're Candy, ain't ya? Sloan was just telling me about you. All good things, I promise. Mostly good. Dave gives Sloan a package and gives you... Blame the Dave? I thought we were blaming the cat. And we can also blame the Dave. Oh, is that apricot? Did you go for... So you did go for the new recipe. Fred must have taken some convincing. Blame everyone? Well, we can't make it too suspicious. Oh, I'm just trying it out. We'll see how they sell first. Hey, if I come by office after work, that's one customer right there. Guaranteed. Sloan breaks away and Dave looks at you, eyes glistening. Hey, Candy, have a good first day, yeah? Oh, wait, so he can be... Oh, he'll be gone soon anyway. We'll just say thanks. We'll say thanks. You might not be here for all of it, but if it goes well, today's gonna be good. That's the spirit. Any more for me, Dave? There's a couple bigger things, but I'll grab those this time. Don't let me interrupt your induction. Are you sure? I could carry... I'll catch you later for that pastry, yeah? Dave walks away whistling, his footsteps gradually going quiet. I think Sloan's got a crush. Candy, I am so sorry about Fred. I know he must have overslept today. That's on me. You notice her hands are balled into fist, one so tight that even the stone starts to buckle. Uh-oh. I just wanted your first day to be easy, but... Oh well, let's get you behind the counter, shall we? There won't be time to take you through all the machines, so let's just fill the drip maker. I keep the house roast down here. She pulls open a burlap sack with beans and scoops them. The aroma of coffee fills your lungs like clouds of bitter smoke. I mean, the smell of coffee is pretty great. It is pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. Today's been all over the shop, hasn't it? We should get a wee moment to breathe now. Only one customer comes in this early and they don't do Mondays. I'll introduce you tomorrow. And now it's starting to feel like a real job. Just as you finish that thought, the front door swings open and here comes a customer. Here's our vampire. You spot at least 4 shades of pink in her outfit. Pink fingernails, pink sun hat, lipstick, backpack. That dress must be bespoke too. Pricey. As they draw close, though, you spot pointed fangs in their cheery smile and a deep red eyes behind their tinted glasses. A vampire. Think we can get an interview? Can we get an interview with a vampire? What's your voice like? What's the vampire's voice? I don't know. Good morning, Sloan. Oh, I spoke too soon. Morning. Before you order, this is Candy, our new barista. Ah, you're finally upscaling. You know, I saw some prime real estate going for cheap on Moonbow, if expansion's on your mind. Slow down, we're not taking over the industry just yet. The vampire looks as if they have more to say, words bubbling beneath the surface, but it settles on a pout. Candy, this is... I'm Jessie, with an I-E. Jessie's eyes swivel to you with abundant curiosity. Your apron's so big. I'm more for tailored fits myself, but I know that baggy looks have been catching on lately. Draws focus to the wearer being separate from their clothes. Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a supply chain issue. What'll it be this time, Jessie? A hot chocolate, please. And I'll have it with, whipped cream, nutmeg, caramel, marshmallows. Wait, will that fit? Marshmallows, then whipped cream, then caramel, and the rest. Oh, but what if I got cookies too? What do you mean nut? What do you mean nut king? She's a vampire trying to go for something, you know, vampire-like. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just give me one with everything. And 2 chocolate chip cookies, please. Sloane's off to one side. Oh, just imagining cheese nut. I was like, what the hell? Sloane's off to one side, rifling through the arsenal of ingredients, and Jessie brandishes a pink bat-styled mug from the satchel. Even if Sloane and Fred aren't aiming for world domination yet, you're still on the front lines of their expansion plans. They're investing a lot of trust in you. So tell me, do you feel like a good investment? How far are you willing to go to succeed? Well, we'll say I'd do anything. The vampire peers deep into your eyes, then nods as if confirming a suspicion they had. Good. So Jessie, what brings you here on a lovely Monday morning? Are you trying out a new schedule? Oh no, much more exciting than that. I've got a meeting with the board after this, so I came here to prepare. It'll go much smoother with something sweet. Ah, for your famous internship. How is your family treating you then? About as well as usual. Trust me, I'd much rather be here to help the familiar. But then, Fred's just like everyone else. He sees my last name is Hendricks and thinks I'm some sorceress corporate spy out to suck the proverbial blood from his business. Of course, the Hendrickses. Rich, powerful, and most troublingly for you, magically talented. Jessie looks at you, anticipating your judgment with a flat smile. Let's see. We could say that he's looking for a consultant. Put a little suspicion there. Or let's see. Let's say the consultant line. Really? Oh, but I don't have the time. But if it's just for a few minutes, okay. I'll show him a few proposals if I catch him. Thank you. Try not to let your family down, Jessie. You'll get your chance to prove yourself someday. Well, if all goes according to plan, that chance should come today. Fingers crossed. Sloane passes Jessie's now full mug. By some miracle of physics, it hasn't spilled. That's because Sloane is a pro. Sloane is a pro at this. Maybe this was a bit ambitious. But if I use a cookie to scoop up the cream and let the marshmallows melt, I can finish it in 30 minutes. Ah, thank you, Sloane. And Candy. Alright, Jessie has left and is making a beeline for a seat before the payment even goes through. Goddamn. Oh, she's studying. Okay. They assemble their workstation in mere seconds. A sheaf of papers, stack of textbooks, and a predictably pink laptop. Okay. So pink is her aesthetic. Jessie was a surprise, but at least they're a nice one. I'm just grateful they didn't come in at the same time as... Before she can finish, the front door swings open and a siren rolls into the room. She's wearing a sleeveless orange turtleneck, a magnolia-covered jacket that's relaxing on her shoulders, and a perfectly photogenic smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. What does a siren sound like? I don't know what a siren sounds like. What's an attractive accent on a woman? Help! God, I don't know. Now I kind of wish I would have given her Jessie's voice. Okay. I'm stuck. Hello, the familiar. It's a perfect day for my long overdue review, don't you think? You'll have to forgive me. I came straight here from my morning swim. I must look a mess. She runs one hand through a river of glossy pale hair parted by an immaculate side cut, raises a smartphone, flourishing like a paper fan. Don't worry, Candy. I'll handle this. Jessie shrinks back, arranging the books into a makeshift wall. It seems to work. The siren glides over past the counter, not noticing them at all. Now, Sloane, I know you know this very well, of course, but for the benefit of both me and my adoring fans, who is this? Oh, I didn't know you'd be coming. This is... But the siren's already staring at your name tag, trying to preempt Sloane's introduction. So that's how you spell it. Candy, enchanté. I'm Alexandra Agrigos. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. You don't happen to have a grimoire account, do you, Candy? I'd love to give you proper credit in my post. How about a drink first, before anything goes onto that internet page of yours? Quite right, Sloane. I'm getting ahead of myself. Could I have a blue sea salt caramel frappe with soy milk and non-dairy whipped cream on top, plus a little of that raspberry chocolate powder? You would have lovely. Thank you so much. I should have everything. Let me check the back first. Candy, could you grab a plastic cup for that? Lids are on the bottom left cupboard. Wait, do you have any of those little fish cookie? She's gone. In the silence, Alexandra's smile slides off her face. She sighs sharply through her nose. Are you all right? I know this whole song and dance can be quite overwhelming if you aren't prepared. But then, you don't know who I am anyway, do you? We're gonna say, I've never heard of you, sorry. That would make sense. Thanks for getting it out of the way. I hope I made a good first impression, for whatever that's worth. Sloane returns, hands full of more ingredients. You hand her a cup and she starts filling it with blue syrup. Should I expect your fans to start ordering these frappes in hundreds? I'm not sure they're on theme anymore. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. The drinks is to showcase how skilled you are at your craft. It's aesthetic. That's what the audience really wants. Alexandra plucks the card reader from the counter with a sly smile. There's a 30% tip attached. 30% tip, that's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. You know better than me that means social media stuff. Sloane, Candy, trust me. You've got a wonderful, cozy place here. What's not to love? Those donuts? Those menus? Jess? Oh no, Jessie! Hey, Alex, I didn't know you were coming today. It was on my page. Perhaps I should have dropped you a message. I'm sorry. Do you? Alright, well, something happened between the two of them. Sloane put the frappe to the side, pushing past you to tend to the transformed Jessie. Alexandra squeaks a little closer to you. I'm sorry, Candy, truly. Drama's the last thing I'd want to bring into this establishment. Or to Jessie. She plucks the frappe. You're not sure anything that color could taste better than tolerable. I know when I'm not wanted. I'll just snap a few photos, then be on my merry way. The lighting's not ideal, but I can fix it in post. Let's see. We can make her suspicious of Jessie. That's why I thought it'd be alright to come in today. I didn't want to give them a nasty surprise. I thought they'd known from my page. The final smile, she takes her drink to the cafe centermost table, posing it like an art exhibit. Jessie keeps staring, but doesn't look back. With an exhausted puff of smoke, she returns to her normal, and her clothes are all still there. She's still good. She's still good. Sorry, I didn't think... Yeah, both of them at once can be a wee bit complicated. They used to date? This person's a first, even for you. Someone whose body lacks everything but a skeleton. You don't even know what kind of magic can make that work. Skinless, fleshless, sigilless, but he does have hair. A stiff, dark brown pompadour that props up sunglasses. Grudge? Grudge, hey, how's it going? I feel like I've barely seen you since ArtCon. And he just walked on by. He reaches the counter undeterred. You're waiting for Sloane to address him, but she's just staring. So you're the new barista. Good job on making it this far. Makes you one of the best, don't it? Ain't just coffee you brew. It's your resolve. Can I, can we take your order? Yeah, resolve. Well, let me tell you. I know your type. I know you're up to something. I can feel it in my... I can feel it. Sloan, I would like to order, thank you kindly. Let's put your new baristas to the test. I'll have a coffee. A black coffee. From the pot. Doesn't have to be. Yeah. I think we might, Candy, why don't you handle this one? It'll be good for your training. She's not gonna budge. You grab a cup and start pouring. Wait, that's her name? Candy? Alright, I think I get it. Candy. So that's to be the name of my nemesis. I'm Grudge. Grudge Knuckles. And you'd best remember it. Even if Frederick gave you this job instead of me, there's bound to be cracks in your meticulous facade. Wait, so he's upset that he didn't get the job? Are you serious? Now I'm his enemy because he didn't get the job? You're making it obvious why they didn't pick you. You're hitting me in my non-existent heart. You're gonna make a fine nemesis, that's for sure. Much as it pains me. Physically. Here, enjoy the cup of coffee. And the sugar that you just had sitting in your pockets, that's gross. There's lint in there. Heh, nice try, Candy. But I know coffee when I see it. And there's no way this... And the liquid seems to vanish as soon as it enters his mouth. It's... Damn it, it's just like usual. How'd you get it so quick? So bitter, yet so energizing. Fine, I'll hand it to you, Candy. Looks like you're real lucky. It's a decent cup of coffee. But beware, I'm watching you. Takes the cup and spins away from the counter, and then he sees Jessie. Jessie. Grudge. They hug. It's good to see you. Why didn't you pipe up earlier? I was waiting for you to finish. It sounded like you had a lot to get off your chest. Oh yeah, you heard that. Sorry, it was just a personal... It doesn't matter. How's your job going? I could tell you, but I've not got long. Are you sure you don't want something with your coffee? Sloane's made great cookies today, and I'd be happy to buy... Oh, no. Shouldn't give my nemesis the satisfaction. Not after walking away all conclusively like I just did. Grudge, you haven't even paid yet. I admire your candor, but are you sure Candy's your nemesis and not Fred? Fred's a real villain, that's true. But a nemesis? That's different. Gotta be personal. But you don't know who Candy is yet. Maybe start with a rivalry as practice? A rival, eh? Having a lovely time at... No, I used lovely last time. They'll think that's insincere. What if I... Oh, almost forgot. Alex, how you doing? All good over there? Ow, Yoshi. Hello, Yoshi. Welcome on in. How's it going? Oh, Grudgy, I didn't see you come in. How have you been? Well, it's funny you're here, actually. There was something I wanted to... Wow, Yoshi. I'm good. I am struggling a little with voices, but you know, we're okay. We're doing the thing. Oh wait, is my thing... Hold on. There we go. There you go, Yoshi. There you go. More beatings. I'll talk to you later. You too, Jess. If you're busy. Should I pay for this? He comes back to the counter so that he can pay. Well, I'm back. Got too caught in the whole confrontation to give you your money. Even if most of it's going straight into Fred's pockets. Ugh. Did you see the game, Yoshi? Did you see your Scottish game? Will you be playing your Scottish game? But I'll say this. I'm practically a coffee detective, and I'm detecting something odd about you. So as long as I come here, I'm gonna do my damnedest to figure out what. You think I'm suspicious? Wait till you see what Fred's up to. Are you perhaps goading me into a trap? You're making for a fitting nemesis, but I'll find out what he's doing unscathed. Without another word, he perches on a stool. Okay, so they're all just gonna hang out here. It just aired at the Game Awards. So that might be why you couldn't find it yet, Yoshi. That might be why. Good job, Candy. Now would be a good moment to put his purchase into the registrar. Into the register. Oh my god. As she's halfway through showing you how to work the register, you turn to see Fred jump on the counter. Surprise! It's me! Things had better be fine out here or else I'll... Sloan, why don't you come with me for a moment? Been meaning to have a chat. But we still need to... She looks forlornly at the pile of coins. You tell it covers the price of drink and then some. This might be your last chance to sow suspicious. Okay. Is he normally like that? No, we want her to be an ally. She's gonna be our ally. Silence returns to the room, so does your opportunity, but you can't help but hear their conversation in the kitchen. I'm just saying, if our best regulars keep bringing their drama here, no one's gonna want to stay. They're good, reliable customers. And sure, things have been tricky, but we've got Candy now. With a little hard work, we can turn this around. Besides, aren't there enough names on your board of bands already? Let's not add any more while we're going through a rough patch. I am sorry. Oh, Jesus. I am sorry, Yoshi, that you have to hear my awful voice acting. I know that I am not king. I am sorry, but we are trying. As she does, you notice Grudge sliding up to the counter, trying to peer inside the kitchen. I know. You're right. It's just, I mean, I haven't even cast an anti-summoning ward on this place. Not exactly a recipe for success. And I did want to talk about our recipe, actually. You know, since we've got a new hire, and... Can we just deal with one thing at a time? Our priority is cutting down costs. Now, I noticed the price of algae extract for that blue drink got hiked up, and I figured... Fred's eyes firmly land on the still snooping Grudge. The two freeze before Grudge backs away. Oh, busted. Gotta go. Jesse! Hi, Jesse. Yoshi with the self-care is best care. I got you. Nice stretch. Doug! Hi, Doug. Welcome on in. A hydrate. Crocheting a Moogle. Very nice. The sound alerts are off during special streams, Doug. They're off during special streams. I'll give you your points back later. What is this? So this is Spill the Beans. So unlike many of the games that we play when we're trying to solve a murder that we had nothing to do with, we are now the culprit. We are trying to steal the recipe for this coffee, and then we have to put the blame on somebody else. It could be this cat. It could be this golem. It could be the skull guy that just walked in. Where's the sexy tardigrade? No, there's no sexy tardigrade. There is a siren. There is a vampire. There is actually, Doug, there's a vampire that looks like Ichigo. I need you to see it. We'll get there. Mine is bigger by accident. Oh no. It's just, it's funny, Doug, and you'll see why in a little bit. You'll see why. I don't want to dox anything about Ichi, so I'm not gonna say it, but you will see what the humorous part to me is. I'm getting there. Aren't content making trouble from far away, huh? Go away. Who was that? Take a wild fucking guess. All the more reason to cast that ward. I'll be out front. What are you doing now? Fred? Oh, Dave's back. Let's deal with that first. One thing at a time. Here's Grudge. Fred crawls out of the kitchen. Grudge turns to you with a scowl on his skull. God damn it. Wait, I already lost his voice. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this voice thing. Did you say that thing earlier just so Fred would shout at me? It's a low blow, even for you. And I'll find out what he's really doing soon enough. Mumbling to himself, Fred assumes a position at the very center of the cafe. Storm cloud begins to rise again. Oh, I must have pushed him too far. He's finally gonna explode me. As Fred's presence draws little attention, you start rifling through your bag. Here's the vampire. Okay? Just as he starts chanting, however, Jesse approaches him with a thick stack of papers in hand. A thick stack of papers? Jesse? I was just like, excuse? Say less. I was just like, excuse me. Excuse me. Hold on, I also want to look at this artwork. But literally, hold on. I'm opening up Discord. I like it, Jesse, I like it. It's gonna be nice and big because it's like the size of your phone. It's like the size of your phone. It looks like, not comfy, soft, like a plushie. Did you stuff it with something? That's an iPad? Oh, okay, that is gonna be huge. That is gonna be huge. Oh my goodness. Hello, Frederick. Rumor is you're expanding the familiar. Very exciting. I'd love to get on board. Oh, should you be casting in front of customers? Chains from the world below. Oh, Jezebel, can't you see I'm in the middle of something here? Something important. I just think there's a lot I can offer the familiar. Sloan can vouch for my contract writing work. The familiar deserves all the help it can get. At this point, Grudge takes notice. Look, Jezebel, if you've already got contracts for me to sign, you've got the wrong idea about working with me. Thought you would have learned that after the last time. Ah, I see. Maybe later then. Jesse gives Fred a nod and walks away, conceding his point. And Grudge jumps in. Jess! Jess! Is Fred trying to explode me? Oh, judging from the symbols, it looks like an anti-summoning ward? Odd. Why would he want to stop anyone from getting in? Or for that matter, why do you want to stop folks from getting out? In the background, Alexandria looks her best way to get a clear shot of the drink, but Fred is perched in the way. Freddie, darling, wouldn't you mind scooching a little to the right, wouldn't you? Since you didn't consent to any photos, and I'd like to respect that. Freddie, Alexandra, I've got bigger things to worry about than photographs right now. I'm addressing a security concern in case you haven't noticed. Bigger things like what, Fred? We're all you got. Maybe start acting like it. Grudge, maybe don't. Not another fight. It's just then Sloan joins in the main room, dusting her hands. Finally! Fred, are you doing all right? Could everyone just wait? I'm out here for 2 seconds and I'm already getting swamped by my own customers. What I gotta do for a little peace, huh? No. We've got a new hire today, and if this is the impression we're giving her, well, maybe that's good. Sure as shit it's honest. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be finishing that spell now, without any more interruptions. Alright, so the cat is casting. The cat is casting a spell, don't worry about it. How fortunate that you sowed a little more chaos in advance, because it's this precise moment when Grudge chooses to fire his parting shot. I know you're hiding something, Fred. Bind them to this realm. Grudge, what the fuck are you talking about? Jesse looks down at the stack of papers, gloom gathering on their brow. So you're not even gonna look at my proposals? If you want to talk, Jezebel, we'll do it later. Just as Fred's magic ripples out of the cafe, all eyes are on Fred, and you take your moment to strike. You've done enough to distract everyone. You're not going to get a better chance than right now. You reach into your bag, and in an instant, all the light and sound is sucked from the room. The sounds of panic are quickly quelled by the magic now pulsing from your cozy coast sleep tight blackout blanket. Even in silent darkness, you won't have long before everyone gets a sense of their surroundings. But you've been over this plan too many times to fail. Having said that, you're still wearing a large apron, which could be an impediment. What to do? Let's take it off. We untie it. We scramble. Hi, Nar. Hi, Nar. Step 1. Take 3 steps to the kitchen. Then 5. No 6 to the right. You paw for the door handle. Slip into the office, thankful that there wasn't an apron to stop you. Step 2. 1, 2, 3 steps. You feel the cool surface of the safe against your fingers. Step 3. Reach into your bag and grab your can of Curse Be Gone a shake. A few sprays on the safe, and the wards are already flaking off. Fred never considered such a direct approach. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. You don't need to spend your bits here. Look at Leo cosplaying as Fred, the casting cat. Look at him. There's something else. A sound cutting through the silence, cracking like lightning. Fred's casting a counterspell, albeit slowly, thanks to you wasting his time on that anti-teleporting ward. Step 4. Spin the wheel. Heave the safe door open. Feel around inside until... You've done it. Against all odds, you've managed to pull off the heist. And did a decent job of it, too. Your shaking, outstretched hands grab the cafe's recipe before stuffing it into the pocket dimension of your teleportable lunchbox. But at this crucial moment, you can't help think of any other people in this cafe. And who, if anyone, you should try to pin this on. You exhale, but the sound, though faint, is starting to return. Fred's counterspell is gaining energy. Even if you put all your weight on the safe door, you wouldn't have time to close it properly. The best you can do is return as quickly and quietly as you can. As you take careful steps back to the counter, you try your best to control your breathing, to not let the exhilaration show. It's been so long. But as you desperately shove your apron back on, the darkness dissipates. You know you're not safe yet. You've got to find an exit without arousing suspicion. Somehow. I'm good, Nar. I'm good. We're stealing recipes from a cafe that is filled with magic, and we're gonna try to blame it on somebody else. I haven't fully decided who yet, but anybody else. As the silent darkness lifts from the cafe, the first thing you see is Fred bounding through the kitchen. Where's he going? Where's he going? Is everyone okay in here? No one's hurt. Are you all right? Oh no, she's suspicious of me. She's suspicious of me. What was that exactly? Blackouts don't usually come with spontaneous hearing loss. It is possible with light and sound enhancements, but they're rare. They're so dramatic. Did Fred's spell backfire somehow? Jesse, we don't have any enchantments like that. That wasn't planned. Huh. Fred's plot must be even trickier than I thought. Where'd he go anyhow? Before anyone can move, he rushes back. Nobody leaves! His eyes crackle gold. Chains of light fly across the cafe. The front doors, the windows, the back door. No exits are spared. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, understand? And if you aren't going to turn yourself in, I'll root you out myself. What? I'm sorry, but whatever happened is your business. I'm not missing my meeting. I'm sure you have a plan, Fred. Is it like really necessary to trap us all inside your lovely cafe? If you wanted us to stay, you didn't have to do that. What are you accusing us of exactly? Sitting perfectly still while you messed up some spell? Fred, what's going on? While the lights were out, someone went in my office and somehow opened the safe, which means one of the people in this room has stolen our secret recipe. It's as if the whole room flinches. Suddenly, everyone's looking at everyone else, wide-eyed, searching their faces for the slightest trace of an answer. Jesse seems to be evaluating everyone in turn, but their piercing red eyes burrow into Fred. Alexandra, meanwhile, throws Jesse a sly glance, reconsidering them for a fraction of a second. The only one who seems to consider you is Sloane. But Sloane, I've been so good to you. I've been so good to you. But that means, no, this is fine. We can deal with it. It's all right. As unfortunate as this is, I do have a meeting to attend. I'd rather not get caught up in this. But Nar, you got any big plans for the weekend? Got any plans for the weekend, Nar? We're doing this demo, and then I don't know how long the demo is, but my plan is to switch into something a little different afterwards to show off some skills. But you know, we started with this. Ha! Good luck getting past my magic. I might be only a familiar, but I promise if you try to leave, you'll regret it. Jesse's eyes flicker across the barrier. Frederick, please. I understand that you're stressed, but it'll be easier if we figure this out if we aren't in a locked room, won't it? Yeah, and how do you know it's just one thief? What's a conspiracy of all of us finally getting a revenge? We don't have to act like vigilantes. We'll just call the police and enough! Enough! This place is sealed and nobody leaves till we find our thief. Thief, singular, Grudge. Because if it was any more, you might have actually succeeded. As for the ACPD, Sloane, fine. I'll call them. I'm betting they'll take their sweet taxpayer-funded time getting here, then label this as unsolvable. It may or may not be the second one, Jesse. You may be onto something there. Might be the second one. But I'm not making any break for in this meantime. So we're going to sit here like adults and get our facts straight. Understand? Now, did anybody notice anything strange? Anything suspicious at all? Might get this over with faster if you fess up now. There's a few glances. You know what? Let's address this now. Would you mind telling us why you were spying on us in the kitchen, Grudge? He was? Grudge frowns before replying. Well, clearly my suspicions were well-founded, weren't they? Not like I overheard nothing important anyhow. Jess, I didn't think you wanted to get in with Fred after all the shouting matches we had. You wanted access to the heart of his business, metaphorically speaking. You really could have raised that better, Grudgy. That's got nothing to do with this. I just got the impression that he needed more staff. Hey, if you wanted to steal from Fred, I'd support you. Well, Fred, you were casting an anti-summoning ward, aren't you? That tells me you were expecting something like this to happen. Already blocking off the avenues of escape? You really didn't explain what you were doing, Fred. You can't blame us for worrying. Hey, I'm the one who just got robbed. I was right to cast that. Candy's the one who suggested it. Well, great start, everybody. At this rate, we'll have our recipe pack within the next 10,000 years. Ugh, there's no use trusting anyone here, is there? I know how these stories go. You've all got some kind of motive. Jesse, the heir to the powerful family with something to prove. There's always one. I'm not an heir to anything. I'm the youngest of 5. Alexandra, our femme fatale, although she hasn't killed anyone. Probably. If it weren't from you, I'd take that as a compliment. Grudge, the obvious suspect. Too obvious. Even, but I'm not ruling anything out yet. So what? That makes you the hero detective? You don't even have a plucky sidekick. Or a hat. Hi, Grum. How you doing? Sloane, the one you'd least expect. Oh, that's good. I think. But Fred, you can't really be saying that I... Which brings us to our final suspect. Candy. Your breath can't help but flutter as everyone's eyes turn on you. Well, I've got my eye on you too. But you'd have to be swimming in artifacts to pull that off. Pretty sure she's in the clear. Alright, not everybody believes him, but at least he believes us. So that's why she's gonna find out who really did this, and everyone's gonna be polite and answer all her questions. Eh? What? My nemesis, the detective? All the more reason to keep an eye on her. Gotta make sure that justice is carried out. Fred, why would you choose Candy over me? It's been 6 years. Do you still not trust me? Can we all stop shouting for a moment, please? Please? I can't spend my time with people who'd waste it on my behalf. Don't try to stop me when I leave. I'm with you there, Jess, though I wouldn't mind knowing who really did it. Fred, I know you're panicking right now, but we shouldn't do anything rash. These are our customers, and this is Candy's first day. Why would we... And then there's a phone call. Hey, Dave. Hey, Sloan, got my very last packages out there, but there's gold change. Think it's stuck. You all right? Yes, I'm fine. We're just dealing with a burglary. I'll give you the details in a second. At the door. Oh, one of those days. Candy, all right. At least somebody's looking out for me. Somebody is looking out for me. Grum, do you think that I could be a thief and get away with it and blame it on somebody else? Do you think that I have it in me? Can I make somebody else take the fall? What do you think? Good question. Fred just asked her to interrogate us. Look, I know it's unorthodox, but we all need that recipe. This is our best option for the cafe. For the cafe? I always knew you hated your customers, but this confirms it. No, Grudge, not you. Can we please not fight already? We're not going to solve whatever this is by shouting. Yeah, it's getting a bit loud over the speaker. Candy, what do you actually want to do? Alright, so this is gonna... You can't please everyone. We're gonna say let's calm down. We're on the same side. Hopefully that'll... Alright, well, 2 people are okay with us. Oh, we lost 3 of them. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. Are we? I'm not sticking around to watch this petty theft get solved. Petty? Yeah, like hell we're on the same side. Everyone's a suspect. Even so, I agree we shouldn't start with this antagonism. I'm sure we can sort everything out with a little decorum. And hey, if we are on the same side, I can help Candy solve the case. Look, are we doing this or not, Candy? No matter how strange the idea might be, it could put you in a better position to make your getaway. Time to lean on the scapegoat part of the plan. As he starts bounding in, you shrug and go along with him. All right, we're following the cat. We're following the cat. Do you want to talk about any of that? Just relax for a minute, Sloane. I'm gonna check for clues in my office. Candy, join me in a moment. Clues? I didn't hire a detective, but here we are. If there's anything I can do to help, please just ask. Oh, me too. Not sure there's much I can do besides offer moral support, but, you know, thought I'd say, can't leave till the delivery's done is all. Poor Dave just has to stand out here, just waiting for this to be done. And poor Sloane clearly likes Dave and doesn't even get to speak to him right now. Look at this. Even the bird is so happy to see Dave. And now they're separated by this door because of this crime. How could someone commit this crime? How could they do this? How could they leave love apart? We have to get to the bottom of this, guys. We have to. Well, it'll get awkward if I'm just looking in, won't it? I'll leave you be. Just shout in the alley. Best not to keep Fred waiting. Maybe you'll be able to reason with him. Calm him down a bit. I think he could use that right now. Why? What? I didn't do anything, Grum. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Fred's on a phone call. Yeah, a theft. Lock down the whole building. Makes your job a whole lot easier, doesn't it? A locked room scenario is a bit intriguing, I suppose. But if this isn't urgent... That's not what I said, and... You're not exactly getting picked off one by one. I'll be happy to be there at our earliest convenience. Our department's very busy otherwise. You? Last I remember, you couldn't solve a crossword by yourself, let alone an arcane burglary. You shouldn't expect miracles. We are just mortal, you know. Oh, excuse me. Mostly mortal. Mostly mortal. Who is the one who's not mortal on the police? If you show your face in my business... I'll see you later, familiar. Motherfucker. Why'd I expect anything else? After dialing all those tiny keys, too. Oh, you heard that, Candy? Maybe don't eavesdrop while I'm trying to deal with a crisis, eh? Not that we need their help. We'll solve this ourselves. Plan is you find our prime subject before the ponies get here and mess everything up. You can do that, right? It's 1 in 4. Logical deduction. Takes a look at our resume. Should be easy for a hard worker like yourself. And you love social interaction. Wow, it really shows. Well, it's the first time I've heard that phrase so plainly. Right, let's put those soft skills of yours to use. Imagine I'm one of the suspects. What would you ask me? If you admit it now, we promise we won't be mad. But we will be mad. I'm already mad. He stops to breathe. I mean, are you even trying to find the right suspect here? We need eyewitness accounts, motives, that sort of thing. Stuff like, what were you doing when the lights went out? How do you feel about the familiar? What's your relationship with Fred? Oh wait, that's not even him talking. That's just me putting that on there. If you want to find us a prime suspect with a convincing case, I mean something thoroughly investigated, we can put things back to normal. And once he shows up, we'll need all the ammunition. I know how it sounds. It's a dumb idea, but it's the best I've got right now. And if we don't do something, this place is going under. All our livelihoods are at stake, so catch us a thief. Your plan went off without a hitch until it didn't. And while your boss might be paying greater attention, he doesn't think you did it. At least not yet. Time to get a scapegoat. Or else our magic is gonna be... That magic's gonna keep us here. Your investigation begins. Not to find who did it, but to find the perfect person to blame. Dun dun dun. And that's the demo for Spill the Beans. That's the demo for Spill. So you've met the cast of characters. It has all been set up. We are the one who stole it because we are getting revenge on all the things that have happened to us. We are, you know... Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the demo for Spill the Beans. I feel like I should apologize for some of my atrocious voice acting, but you know, if you don't want to voice act it as you play along, if you want to read it in your head and give them voices, or if you want to rely on their wonderful text-to-speech, they have that all set up for you, so you don't have to worry about making bad voices like I did. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed meeting all of our characters. The skeleton, the vampire, the siren, the golem, the cat, Dave, the human, and of course, seeing yourself as the criminal. But who done it? Who will you say has done it? Are you going to give in to the guilt? Are you going to be able to place the blame on Sloane or even on Fred, his own recipe being stolen by himself? you can. Maybe you're that persuasive. Maybe you'll place it on your nemesis in Grudge. It's all up to you and Spill the Beans. There are many different endings and different ways that you can play it. I'm really excited for when it comes out on the full release, and I'm definitely going to play it. And I can't wait to see who you pin this crime on. So don't forget to wishlist it on Steam. The link is going to be down in that description right below down here. Make sure you wishlist it. I can't wait to see you all play. And I hope you stop by next time for more demos, more gaming, and all that wonderful stuff. Thank you so much to Skeletal Games for allowing us to demo this. And I can't wait to see the full release. Wishlist it. Don't forget your last reminder. Wishlist it. And thank you all so much for stopping by, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.